Well, good morning. Here it is. It's Tuesday morning. It's May the 9th. And for some reason I keep wanting to say April, but no, it's May the 9th. And anyway, hope that you had a good start to your week. I hope you had a great Monday. Hopefully you were able to get things done, and get things started for this week in the right way, get off on the right foot, hopefully. But even if you didn't, like we always, the wonderful thing is when God gives us a new, fresh day, when He awakens us, and we've got another day ahead of us. And so anyway, I hope that you're ready for the opportunities God's going to give us with this fresh day. This morning, I want to bring a devotional to you entitled "Examples to Follow." In the Great Commission, Jesus, He gave the command to go and make disciples of all nations, Matthew 28:19. But we cannot take someone any further than we've come ourselves. Sometimes people who have been Christians for 10 or 20 years are still spiritual babies. They haven't learned to feed themselves spiritually. They haven't become as mature as they really ought to be. Writing to believers in the city of Colossae, the Apostle Paul said in Colossians chapter 1 verse 28, he said, "So we tell others about Christ, warning everyone and teaching everyone with all the wisdom God has given us. We want to present them to God, perfect in their relationship to Christ." Some of us are not as far down the road as as we should be as followers of Jesus. Yet, you see, we ought to be living godly lives to the extent that we could say, as Paul did in 1 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 1, he said, "And you should imitate me just as I imitate Christ." See, in other words, follow my example is what he was saying. Now, maybe you're thinking, well, we should never ask people to follow our example. We should tell them to follow Jesus. But that's really kind of a cop out. I mean, like it or not, people are looking at us as visible representatives of Jesus Christ. I mean, they're making evaluations about God according to the way that we live. And yes, I'll admit that's a lot of pressure, but it's also part of being a disciple of Jesus. Being a disciple, you see, is walking with Jesus in such a way that you can say, follow my example. So what if the church were, let me ask you this, what if the church were filled with people just like you? Would it be a Bible, studying church? I mean, would it be a worshiping church? And would it be an evangelistic church? I mean, what if everyone in church walked and talked and dressed like you? What would the church be like? Yes, listen, here's the deal. We're gonna all mess up sometimes. There's gonna be times we mess up. But that doesn't excuse us from being examples. That's what Jesus expects of us. That's what God expects of us to. He expects us to walk in His ways. To try to imitate, Jesus' ways. As best that we can. With God, God equips us with being able to do that. And then we must teach and people to follow us. And to. So we should be living godly lives so that people will want to follow us, and if we're trying to imitate Christ, then people can follow us, and we can be used as an example. And so if we're truly living the life that God intends for us to live. And anyway, I hope that encourages you here on this Tuesday morning. And I hope you have a wonderful day. Remember, Angie and I, we love you guys, and we're praying for you. And Lord willing, I'll see you tomorrow morning. God bless you.